Welcome to the Food and Drink Business Podcast live stream of interviews being conducted here on the exhibition floor at Food Pro 2023. And these are sponsored by TriMat Systems, and this is the first one for day 2. Lindy, your turn to be in the hot seat. Kick us off for the day.
Yes, Grant. So I'm taking this opportunity to speak to Damian Smyth from Label Makers. Welcome to the podcast, Damian.
Thank you, Lindy. Excited to be here.
Okay, good. All right. So what brings Label Makers to Food Pro?
Label Makers got opportunity to launch our sustainable labels to meet 2025 national packaging targets.
Mm-hmm.
So we're focusing on sustainable labels on specific packaging types to increase the recovery rate of the primary pack, whether it be glass or plastic.
Okay. And are you finding that that's a real demand from brand owners in the market?
It is demand. The segments, categories, particularly HDPE, there's a very, very low recovery rate for natural HDPE. So we're focusing on sustainable labels to allow the debonding process to occur. And when it moves to the recyclers, allows them to increase the recovery rate and allow brands to be able to purchase that product back and increase that recycle rate from 30 to potentially 50%.
So HDPE is typically used for milk bottles, for example.
It is 2 and 3 litre milk bottles.
And I know that Label Makers was involved at some point in time in a pilot project, and some research was being done in trying to do exactly what you've just said, have labels that release more easily. Is this an extension of that?
It is an extension of that. There's a couple of partners involved in that project where we're expanding out the label removal and also the adhesive technology to allow that flake to be back into circulation. It's very, very clean, allowing it to go back into food grade. So that's some technology that's happening at the moment. So we're hoping to be able to do some pilot trials towards the end of this year at scale.
Yeah. So, and tell me a bit more about the Label Makers Group itself.
Label Makers Group founded in 1987 by Kevin Bamford. It's 35 plus years old. We're operating in 7 sites and 2 in New Zealand. So we've got a very, very wide footprint, allowing the ability for us to state-by-state print for customers on demand. So we have flexo, digital, offset cartons in the portfolio of businesses, including flexible packaging.
You also have sleeves as well, is that right?
Sleeves, it's a large part of the business. So on that market, we're offering a sleeve with recycled content, 30% and now up to 50% recycled content. So that's a great opportunity for brands here to reduce the reliance on virgin fossil fuel products to increase the recycle rate.
And your market is across the spectrum of food and beverage, is that right?
It is. We're from paper labels to linerless to sleeves to cartons, very, very large in the pharmaceutical market as well.
There's been a lot of talk around linerless labels, and I also know that's another interesting project that Label Makers was involved in with a building group, if I recall correctly, to do with the silicon backing of labels.
Yes, that's the glassine liner recycling program for insulation.
Okay, sorry,
very close to my heart. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So working with 3 insulation partners to replace newsprint, which is on the decline, and the glassine liner with silicon on there is complementary to the manufacturing process. So silicon does not need to be removed, so it can stay on there.
Okay.
So the 3 partners that we're working with, the family-owned businesses that are expanding with the use of the glassine liner. So that's a great product that is launched in 2021.
And what are your overall expectations from Food Pro for Label Makers?
I guess for Food Pro, it allows Label Makers to reach a wider gamut that maybe we not have been exposed to before. Particularly in the food packaging area with the linerless labels, offering opportunity to increase the recycled content inside those labels as well, which is going to be important, and offer the technical backup where we can offer that end-to-end solution on as a label stock manufacturer, and putting the adhesive on the material. It gives us that opportunity to bespoke labels, particularly in the linerless space, for customers' requirements and the cutting equipment.
Well, Damian, I wish you a very successful Food Pro. Anyone who's interested in labels, particularly sustainable labels, head on down to stand H37 to see the Label Makers Group.
Okay, thanks, Damian. Thanks, Lindy. And of course, thanks to those who have tuned in to this food and drink business interview conducted live from the exhibition floor at Food Pro 2023. We'll be back shortly with another informative discussion that are sponsored by TriMat Systems, who have asked me to read this bit for you. Are you looking to reduce labour processes, resulting in a boost to your profits? TriMat Systems offers automation solutions that will take your productivity to the next level. Contact them today at trimat.com.